Hello. Hello. Sorry if the light is a bit dodgy. But today, yesterday I didn't do my Friday reads. I think I'm just going to not do Friday reads anymore because I have a really hard week at work usually, and I'm really bad at uploading Friday reads, so I don't think I'm going to do Friday reads anymore. Sorry. But today I have a bookshelf tour because I brought my bookshelf back into my room, and I'm just going to go on and show you. Hopefully the camera will be okay. So let's get on with it. So this is my bookshelf. Oh, the camera's having a while focusing. There. So I'm going to run you through it. So up here, I just have my toiletries there. Lovely, and the blue powder bleach which I use to do my hair. And my little wizard statue, which I think is really cool. I thought it looked a bit like Dumbledore. So, it doesn't... I mean, it's not Dumbledore, but I think he looked a bit like Dumbledore, so I picked it up. And then I have my Eiffel Tower. And then I have some books here. I have The Lifeboat by Charlotte Rogan. This is an ARC, but I haven't read it. Here is Banksy, Wall and Peace. And Banksy is like a graffiti artist, very well known. And I have a Dragonology book. Just here, Dragonology. Yes. So now we come down here to this shelf, and we have. I'm trying to figure out how to do this because the light is a bit poor. But we have the Millennium Trilogy here. So it's the girl with the dragon tattoo, the girl who played with fire, the girl who kicked the hornet's nest. I then have The Crane Wife by Patrick Ness, The Humorist by Russell Kane, Divergent, Carnaby, Seraphina, Shadow and Bone, Persepolis by Marjan Strapri, I think? Satrapi. I have The Last Wild by Piers Torday. I have Heaven by Christophe Marzi. There is While the Others Sleep by Tom Becker. Find Me by Romilly Bernard. Empire State by Adam Christopher. Angel Fall by Susan E. The Sound, Maximilian Ponder, Rotten Ruin, Asylum, Half Sick of Shadows, The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, which is also an ARC, Dive Bombing, A Treacherous Likeness, The Double-Edged Sword, Noble Conflict by Mallory Blackman, Dark Eden by Chris Beckett, and The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. And if we go up here, I have The Orphan Choir by Sophie Hannah, Keith Lemon, The Rules by Keith Lemon, Wreck This Journal, Kerry Smith, which I still haven't started, Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, and Queenie by Alice Munro. And then if we go to... Oh, hang on a minute. If we go to this shelf, as you can see I have an angel here, and I have another angel here, and I have my Darth Maul, and I have my little carriage clock, and an owl, and a little tree, which is really cool, and a puppet thing, which is quite creepy actually. And then there I have a little car, I think it's Herbie, but it's a keyring. And then I have some tissues for some reason. And here also I have my mirror, or one of my, look, you can see me. You can see me in the mirror. But yes, glasses mirror, because I wear glasses. So, let me just move this angel, and the mirror, and the other angel. Sorry, love. So here I have mostly trilogies, or series. So I have Hunger Games, Catch a Fire Mockingjay, Girl of Nightmares, Anna Dressed in Blood and Girl of Nightmares, Cinder and Scarlet, Marina by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, Ready Player One, Vicious, The Little Cyclone by Arian Eve, The Suicide Club by Rhys Thomas, Astray by Emma Donoghue, Blackbirds by Chuck Wendig, Boy Nobody by Alan Zadoff, Acid by Emma Pass, The Unbecoming Amara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, The School for Good and Evil by Simon Chenani. And over here, I have the Oz Complete Collection books by Simon & Schuster. So I have Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4 and Volume 5. I also have Meta Wars number 1, Fight for the Future. Meta Wars number 2, The Dead Are Rising. And Meta Wars number 3, Battle of the Immortal, all by Jeff Norton. I then have The Book with No Name, The Eye of the Moon, and The Devil's Graveyard by Anonymous. And then I'm going to try and figure out how to do this, so let me remove these as well. Sorry, Darth Maul, and the tree, and the owl, and the puppet. So what I'm going to do is this. Let's put these here. So I have oh gosh, you probably can't see this book here, but it's Bellman and Black by Diane Setterfield. Then I have The Silversmith's Wife by Sophia Tobin. I then have The Beating of His Wings by Paul Hoffman. The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. The Long War by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter. I have Dreams and Shadows by C. Robert Cargill. The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I'm just removing bits. The Diviners by Libra Bray. The Eye of Minds by James Dashner. We Used to Be Kings by Stuart Foster. Madman's Daughter. The Archived. The Darkest Minds. And then behind this stack of books, which is huge, let me just try and move it slightly. We have Linked by Imogen Howson. Sick by Tom Levine. Rootless, Chris Howard. The Rhythmatist, Brandon Sanderson. And try and move this again. Then we have If You Find Me by Emily Murdoch. The Dark Inside by Rupert Wallace and The Card Turner by Louis Sachar. And above these, I have... Oh, you can't see that very well. I have Echo Burning and Echo Rising by Daney Ware. I have... you can't see those because of the light. I have The Claws of Evil and The Feast of Ravens, which are the Battles of Ben Kingdom books by Andrew Beasley. And above those, which you can't see, I have Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, Sarah J. Maas, Mystic City by Theo Lawrence, and 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I should have done this video during the day, really, because the lighting would have been much better, but... I then have The Yard and The Black Country by Alex Grecian. And then above that, which you can't see, I have Poison Study, Fire Study and Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder. And above that, which you can't see, I have The Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters and Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. And then here, which you can just about see, I have Hollow Earth and Bone Quill by John and Carol E. Barrowman, which are both signed to me. And then I have Who Could That Be at This Hour, number 1 by Lovely Snicket. Then I have Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, books 1, 2 and 3 by Susan Clark. And then I have the Skullduggery Pleasant books, which you can't see, but I'm going to point to them. So I have Skullduggery Pleasant, I have Play with Fire, The Faceless Ones, Dark Days, Mortal Coil, Deathbringer, Kingdom of the Wicked by Derek Landy. And then, if we go up again, up here I have Ghost Hunters and Cloud Atlas. And then I have Beyond the Deep Woods, Henry's Demons, Blood Red Road, Fated, and Deception by C.J. Redwine. And behind these books, I have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, Horns by Joe Hill, Grave Mercy, and The Universe vs. Alex Woods. And then behind these, I have Gone by Michael Grant, which you can't see, Ash by James Herbert, The Air of Night by Helen Lowe, Witchlight by Susan Fletcher, the orange one, Carrier of the Mark, Lee Fallon, Ashes, Ilsa J. Bick, and I need to move these again. Oh dear. Yeah, so then I have Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which is this one. A Certain Slant of Light, Casual Vacancy, J.K. Rowling. Trust Your Eyes, Linwood Barclay. The Virgin Cure, Amy McKay. The Poison Diaries, The Fury, Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. The Owl Service, sorry. How I Live Now, Meg Rossoff. The Knife of Never Letting Go. The Magical Worlds of Harry Potter. 10 Years in an Open-Necked Shirt by John Cooper Clarke, which is a poetry book. Picture Me Gone by Meg Rossoff. Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. Secret of Crookley Hall by James Herbert. Alice in Zombieland, The Immortal Rules, The Haunted Book, and Etiquette and Espionage. So, they're a bit messy now, I'm going to tidy them up, but this is my bookshelf. Sorry if this video is a bit shaky, it's because obviously I'm using my phone. Yeah, but I hope you can see them. And yeah, I haven't read most of these actually. I've read a lot of them, but... Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can't see them, so I will. There's Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne. And Hollow City by Ransom Riggs, which is brilliant. This is brilliant. Seriously brilliant. So yeah, those are all my books. And I'm very glad to own them all. Anyway, so tell me if you've read any of those, which you don't think I've read yet, which is most of them. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. And I will see you again shortly. Goodbye.